Welcome to my second Brawl Stars tier list, and this time I actually have a brain, so let's get into it. Starting off with the D tiers, the worst brawler in the game is Willow, and the reason for that is because she's already a bad brawler. Like, you can only mind control people for 4 seconds, and it fully heals them. And she's a thrower, which Miko hard counters, and everyone gets Miko for free. So, yeah. Next is Hank. And Hank is bad because he got nerfed too much, and Supercell won't buff him. So, yeah. Hank is down, yeah, all the way there. And then Barley. Now, I would normally put Barley in C tier, but because of Miko, he's D tier, and the third worst brawler at that. Same Grom, same reason, he's a thrower, gets hard countered by Miko. And Tick as well, but also I think Tick gets one shot by a max power Miko. So, like, yeah. And then next is Byron, because he has super low health. And if a teammate is in the way of an enemy, you can't damage the enemy. He's just bad. And then we got Sprout, because Sprout is a thrower. And then Doug, because his main attack is so disgustingly horrible. So yeah. He's only this high because he can revive teammates. Next is BB. Also in the D tier, because she's just not that good. She doesn't have great attacks. She's just not great. Plus it's hard to master her. Next is Max. This might be a little controversial, but I feel like she's not that good. Her super, all it does is just give her a speed boost, and her regular attack doesn't do that much damage. Next up, we have Ashe, also in the D tier, because in this meta, tanks just die. Like, against, like, Colette and a bunch of the other good brawlers, like, tanks are nothing. So, next is Sam, because of his super short range. And, like, again, he's classified as an assassin, but he's basically a tank. So, next is Poco, because he just doesn't do, like, any damage, and, like, he's just a mid-brawler. Like, he's not that good. And Ruffs, because whenever I get a Ruffs on my team, they use their super on an enemy, even though they don't hit, and then the enemy guards the power-up, so you can't get it. It's just, yeah, Ruffs is bad. So next, starting off in the C tier, we got Rico. The worst C tier, because, you know, it's hard to aim his shots. It's hard to get good at him. So I feel like he's C tier. He's just not a great brawler. Next up is El Primo, because, you know, again, he's a tank. And, you know, he gets countered by a lot of the good brawlers in this meta, so I'm putting him down there in the C tier. Next, we got Penny. And Penny, she's just not a great brawler. Like, her cannon just, like, insta-dies if you put it in the wrong spot. And it barely even hits enemies anyway. And I don't know, her regular is just meh. Next is Gene. If Gene had, like, double the amount of health that he does have, he would be, like, S tier. And if his regular attack was better, he would be so good. But it's just not. He's just bad. Because he has, like, no health, so you can't pull in tanks. And then, like, assassins just destroy him up close, so I don't know. And then we got Mr. P. He's just a mid-brawler. Like, his regular is meh. His super is meh. He's just annoying. He's not really good. Next is Meg, who's a good brawler, but, like, only when she's in tank form. When she's not in tank form, it's like you have to charge your super, but that is an impossible task because you barely do any damage and you have like no health. It's so annoying. And then you can die while you're turning into your tank. So, mech or whatever, I don't like it. Next is in the C tier is Frank. You can dodge his shots easily. Miko counters him. He's not a great brawler. It's hard to hit his shots. His super gets canceled like half the time. And then, he's just not that good. Next is Brock. And, he just has really low health, and I don't feel like he has the, the damage and, power to match how low his health is. So I'm putting him down in the C tier. Next is Pam. And the only reason she's this high is because she's insane in Hot Zone. And also her regular is really good. So yeah. Next up we got Sandy. And this might be controversial, but I just feel like he's not that good. He barely does any damage with his regular attack. His super is terrible in Brawl Ball. It's just meh. Next up, we got Nita. And, I don't know, I feel like her bear just gets destroyed by so many brawlers. And she just doesn't do enough damage, and she doesn't have enough range to be good in this meta. So she's down in the C tier. Next, we got 8-Bit. And I feel like he's just, he can boost his damage, but, he's super slow. So, yeah. Next, we got Jackie. The only reason she's not really low in the D tier, like down here, is because she has Hypercharge. Like, every brawler with Hypercharge is at least decent. I mean, except for Jackie and a few others. But, a lot of brawlers with Hypercharge are in the S tier. So, yeah. Next up, we got Bull, who's also in the C tier, right after Jackie. Same, he would have been, mid D tier, but he's high C tier because of his Hypercharge. Even though it's not that good, he still gets the damage boost and stuff. Next is Dynamite, and this might be controversial. I would have put him A tier, except for this demon that goes by the name of Miko. Hard counters Dynamite. There's nothing you can do against him as Dynamite. I've played Dynamite against Miko. It's impossible. It's like Miko hard counters him so good. So, yeah. But Dynamite's new Hypercharge did help him get out of the C tier. It's sad because he would have been A tier. Next is Nani, the final one of the C tier. And I feel like she does decent damage and stuff. She just has low health. And then people just camp you while you're supering. So that's why I put her C instead of B or A. But, she's still good. Especially with her Warp Blast gadget in Heist. So, starting off the B tiers, we got Daryl. The only reason Daryl's this high is just because he has high damage and high health, and he can pretty easily destroy you if you're a low health brawler. So, he's decent. Next is Bo. I feel like he's just there, kind of. He does good damage. His mines are annoying, but he's not the greatest. Then we got Carl. I feel like his regular is just a worse version of Charlie's, and then his super is just kind of weird because it's close range, and his regular attack is long range. So I don't know. He's a good brawler, but yeah. Next we got Ems. Ems, you know, she's a good tank counter, I guess. I mean, she slows, she does good damage, but she's not the greatest. Next, we got Mortis. I feel like his new mythic gear is so useless. Like, they really could have made it so much better. It's wasted potential, honestly. But, yeah, he's B tier. He's just not really that good right now. Next, we got Gray. You could pull off some pretty crazy tricks with Gray, but, you know, he's not the greatest. He doesn't have the greatest health, and I don't know. His super is really interesting. You can use it in a lot of situations, but I feel like he's B tier. Then we got Gus. He does good damage. He recently got a buff, and his super is decent if you know how to use it. But yeah, he's good. Then we got Gale. And Gale's like this high because he kind of counters Miko. Like if Miko runs out of ammo, then he could just push him away. But I don't know. Gale is just like he's good. He's good. Next we got Jessie. The only reason she's so high is because she has hypercharge. But she's still a good brawler. Next we got Chester. Only reason he's this low is because it's not really hard to memorize all his supers, but like hard to use them right, and it's like kind of based on luck, and Brawl Stars is a skill game. So, you know, Chester, he's good, but yeah. Next we got Amber. People Amber mains are the laziest people on the planet Earth. You literally just walk around and aim and destroy people. It's so annoying. I hate playing against Amber. Next, we got Eve. And, you know, Eve is good, but, like, if you kill her little egg thing, then it's just a wasted super. And, I don't know, but she's still a good brawler. I'm putting her this high in the B tier, but, you know. Next, we got Belle. She's this high because of her super long range, and being able to mark people for the whole game is a really good ability to have. So, you know, then we got Colt at the top of the B tier. And I put him this high because he has hypercharge, and not the greatest hypercharge, but he does a lot of damage. He has good range. So I feel like he's a decent brawler, especially if you can get good at him, which I'm not, but you know. And now kicking off the A tier, we have Stu at the bottom of the A tier. I feel like he's really good because he can charge his super in one shot, and especially like those really good Stus I play against in Power League, like they like shoot you and dash and shoot you and dash, and they dodge all your shots, and it's super annoying to play against, especially in Brawl Ball. But I feel like he's a really good brawler, bottom of the A tier. Next up, we got B with her slow and high damage combo. It's really toxic, especially with the Beehive gadget. Jeez, it's like really hard to deal with, especially as an 8-bit. And then we got Lola. I'm really excited to see what her hypercharge will be, like how it will affect her clone in some way. I hope they don't blow that one. But, yeah, I feel like Lola's a really good brawler. You can, like, place her clone down and deal so much damage. So, yeah. Next, we got Rosa. Her hypercharge is the only reason she's up here. She would have been down in D tier, but her hypercharge is really good, especially if you know how to play her, and if you're in a good mode, I mean, like a good map for her, and like if you can just bush camp and destroy people, then she's great. Next we got Tara, who can do massive damage with her super plus her gadget that spawns those shadow people, and the star power that spawns the shadow person. And then her regular attack, especially when you're like walking in a bush, like a big bush, and all of a sudden there's just a Terra with 3 shadow people and super that just destroys you. It's so annoying. Next up, we got Surge. And he just does a lot of damage. He can dodge your attacks with super. He can jump over walls. I feel like he's a really good brawler overall. The only problem is that when he's not upgraded at all, then, like, he's just terrible. Sorry about that. Then, yeah, next we got Janet. And, you know, she's good flying, dropping bombs. Like, you know, her regular's good. I just feel like there are a lot of brawlers that are better than her. And, guys, please don't hate me for this next one, but Edgar is going to be up in the A tier. I know I said I had a brain, but can you blame me? His hypercharge, although it's not good, it's still a hypercharge, and he's still great at heist. And I'm not saying I'm an Edgar main or anything. I'm just saying people hate on him for no reason. Like, he's a decent brawler. So please don't, like, be mad at me for that decision, because I feel like he's an A tier brawler. And yeah. Next we got Piper. And I feel like once she gets hypercharged, she's gonna be insane. But, like, right now, I feel like she's a good brawler, being able to snipe and, like, do that much damage and stuff. But, you know, I feel like she's A tier. And then next we got RT. RT is, like, also, you know, he has long-range shots. It's just, don't choose his inline gadget. It's one of the worst gadgets in the game. It's so bad. There's no reason to use it, so please don't. But then, like, when you just use your super and then just camp in a bush and then do so much damage, it's toxic. So, yeah, RT's a good brawler. Next up, we got Buster. Buster is A tier because he's insane against Charlie, and also he just does a ton of damage. It's sad that his gadget got nerfed, though. It doesn't slow people anymore. I mean, it's still amazing, but, you know, he's A tier for sure. Next, we got Bonnie. I feel like she's this high because she can snipe and play the close range game. So I feel like she's a really valuable asset to have on your team. And, yeah, she can do a lot of things really good. So I feel like she's a solid A tier. Next, we got Griff. Literally the king of damage. Like, he's so good. He does so much damage up close. His super, his regular attack, it's insane. Now, don't hate on me for this. But next up is Mandy, this high in the A tier. And, well, she's just, I feel like she does so much damage. She has the best range in the game with her super. She has the best range in the game with her regular. I don't know why people think she's actually bad. Like, she's not. She's good, okay? Even if you miss her super, her regular's still good. Okay, next is Shelly. So, Shelly, yeah, I underrated her a lot. Because, well, I didn't really factor in hypercharges that much because I was a noob. I still am, but I'm less of a noob. At least I hit 10K trophies. But, yeah, I way underestimated the power of Shelly and how much damage she can do just bush camping you. It's very powerful. Next, we got Pearl. Her hypercharge is not great, but it does boost her damage and stuff. than her regular. It's good range, it does good damage, it's a good attack. So, you know, I like it. Now, I am including Kit and Larry and Lowry in this list because I want to, and it's fun. So, next up is Kit, guys. The new brawler coming to Brawl Stars on January 4th. I will, or not January 4th. I don't know. When he comes out, let me know if you want to see a video unlocking him. I will gladly do that I will. And, yeah, but Kit is at the top of the A tier. This cute cat is going to destroy people. Like, when he's not jumped on top of someone, he might just be the worst brawler, but, like, come on, you gotta cut him some slack, because even though he does, like, no damage, has super short range, and has, like, no health, his super charges automatically, and once you get his super, you can jump on a teammate's back and then start throwing yarn balls at people while you're invincible. And you're healing your teammate. It's really, really broken. Plus, you stun enemies when you jump on top of them. So, like, he's really good. I feel like he deserves the spot at the top of the A tier. Okay, bottom of the S tier, we got Buzz. And the reason for that, you know, he can just camp in a bush, charge his super, and then he'll just use his little thingy, paddleboard or whatever it is, to go stun you and destroy you. So, yeah, Buzz is S tier. He's a very good brawler. Next up we got, don't kill me for this, Colette. Her hypercharge is so broken. Especially in Heist. When I have to play against the Colette, a hypercharged Colette in Heist, like, I already know it's game over. Like, it's so broken. And you could charge her super so easily. She's just a really good brawler. So I feel like she deserves a spot in the S tier. Next, we got Otis. I mean, he does insane damage. He can lock your weapons while poisoning you. And, like, I mean, his gadgets and star powers aren't great, but, you know, he's still a really good brawler. I feel like he also deserves a spot in the S tier. Next up, come on. Nobody plays Heist anymore because of this monstrosity. Charge across the map, destroy everything in its path. Chuck is broken. So, yeah. He definitely deserves a spot in the S tier. Next up, we got Squeak. This cute little lump of dog drool does a lot of damage and is probably the most annoying brawler in the game, besides Miko and Charlie. But whatever. He is so good. He does so much damage. His bombs stick onto you, and you can't escape them even if you jump in the air. Even if you fly in the air as Janet, you can't escape him. And his super is basically just a bunch of his regular, but it's really good. He's a really good brawler. Putting him in the S tier. Next, for the number 10th, the 10th best brawler in the game, we got Cordelius. He deserves this spot because he can send people to the Shadow Realm and absolutely destroy them. He is extremely powerful with his damage, and his ability to rush across the map and kill people is insane. Okay, now I might be biased because right now, currently, my favorite brawler is Maisie, but I'm putting her in 9th place. And the reason for that is because, like, her star power, the one that slows people with her super slows people, is insane. because you just slow people with your super, and then you literally do like 2,000 damage per hit. And then when you get hypercharge, it's game over. You can one-shot people and then get another super. And like you could just push people back and then destroy them. Like, I don't understand people that don't put her at least in the S tier or A tier. But like, Maisie is really good. Don't underestimate the power of Maisie. Now going in the 8th place is Leon. His hypercharge really helped him out. He is a really good brawler. The ability to not be seen while attacking is insane, especially in Heist. You have any idea how many games I've won like that? And then, like, yeah, he's just a great brawler. One of the first brawlers, I think, to come to the game of Brawl Stars, and he's just really good. So I just feel like he deserves 8th place. Coming in 7th place is Lou, the snow cone machine. And his hypercharge, like, still is breaking the game with how good it is, especially in 3v3. Because then your whole team just rushes in on them. It's extremely powerful. In 6th place, we got Crow. His hypercharge makes it so easy to destroy safes in Heist. It's insane. The boomeranging daggers, it like doesn't miss. It does so much damage. It's so powerful, especially with slowing Toxin. Like, this guy is back in 6th place. In 5th place is Spike. I feel like he's better than Crow because he does more damage and he slows people. I mean, Crow does too, but that's with a gadget. And, like, I feel like Spike is the better brawler, honestly. Crow definitely was when his slowing Toxins gadget was extremely broken. But, yeah, Spike is a very good brawler. So I feel like he deserves the 5th place spot. In 4th place is the new brawler coming to Brawl Stars soon, Larry and Lowry. Ooh, these guys are insane. Although they're throwers, which Miko counters, well, Larry is a thrower. Lowry is not. Lowry is a shotgunner that literally has Daryl's attack, and Larry, wait, this is confusing. Larry does, like, so much damage, it's insane. Like, if you don't know what they do, go check out Kairos or Lex's video on Larry and Lowry, because holy crap, they're broken. Okay, next up is 3rd place, Charlie. The reason she's not still first is because of her 4 nerfs that they gave her, mainly the supercharging rate nerf and the attack speed nerf. It really did something to her, so now she's in 3rd instead of 1st. 2nd place, guys, is Fang. He is so good with his hypercharge that leaves exploding popcorn, and he can go through walls. That ability is just insane, to be able to go through walls. And, like, he was already a good brawler without hypercharge, and now he's insane. Like, he clearly deserves the 2nd best. The spot is the 2nd best brawler. And I think you all knew this was coming. The best brawler in Brawl Stars, number 1, is Miko. He can jump shots. He can waste your ammo. He can destroy almost any brawler in the game. Tanks, other assassins, damage dealers, and especially throwers. Like, come on. This guy is, like, not, like, fair. He's insane. So, yeah. That's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I did better than last time. And I'll see you guys next time.